So we just got done with the call for the fertility, what? Okay, restart.
Yeah, restart.
You were yawning too.
Well, and your audio is weird at
first. Yeah, sure. Okay. All right, it's still so crazy that we are in our second journey now. We just dropped the kids off at my grandparents' house and we are heading home because we have a Zoom call with the fertility doctor, so our intended parents fertility doctor. Really excited to talk with him. They spoke very highly of him in the clinic and how just attentive he is to like her specific needs with what she's dealing with, and that he would call or email even sometimes late at night, just like, hey, I've been studying your file and I think we need to do this. And so I really like that. I feel like that's just a great quality for a doctor to have, especially in the unknown world of infertility and everything that comes along with it. Like having someone that's just up to date on your profile, like what like the needs that you have. And so, yeah, really excited and to hear his thoughts on my lining thickness issue, our last journey, and just to, hear his thought on that. The intended mother did say that he's been doing some studies or looking at studies regarding correlation between lining thickness and a positive result of a transfer, and how there's no correlation, which kind of gives me a little hope that like if I don't get to that 7 millimeters and if I am just at a 6 point whatever, that like maybe he will still transfer. I don't know. I'm just excited to learn a little bit about him and to sit down and talk with him. So we'll let you know how it goes. Okay, we just got off the call with the fertility doctor and I feel like really good about it.
Yeah,
like,
he was awesome.
He was very nice. Everything that we explained from our last journey, he's like, oh yeah, that shouldn't be a problem,
He's asking all these questions, and Sam's like, no.
I'm like, no. He's like,
no
okay,
sickness, no
good.
Illness, no chronic family
vaginal,
illness.
no epidural, like.
He's just like, wow, okay. So literally all green check marks.
Yeah,
and I
don't know. I just feel at peace with it, and like, he was very, it was
Didn't
good.
seem very concerned about the lining.
Yeah.
Thickness.
So now we've got to get a few forms of paperwork. Dan has to do a screening, so that'll be interesting, or like blood test.
Blood tests, yeah.
So you get to get poked with the needle now.
Find out that I'm superhuman.
Like what is it? Kryptonite?
No, that's like the bad part about soup. That's his.
Oh yeah.
That's his weakness.
Oops.
Yeah. Oh, if I do have kryptonite, that means I could take out Superman.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's a good thing then.
I would be stronger than Superman.
Anyways, it went well, and so he's going to review some of our records from our last journey. The good news is some of my blood test and screenings may carry over, so I may not have to get them, but then again, I may have to. But it's nice we've already been through this. We've had our practice, and so it's kind of like, moving forward.
I may have to go to New York for a week.
He said a week.
I don't know if I want to.
I don't know if I can. That's crazy.
New York City. There's a reason that I haven't gone back there since
Hey,
I lived
that
up
could be
there.
like our little. That'd be September, so it's not really
Baby
like
moon?
anniversary. Yeah, like pre-baby moon.
It's
I wonder
true.
if Ash and Leah will come up there with us and hang out. Probably so.
That would be awesome.
That'd be so fun.
What if we got like the penthouse suite and like we're just hanging out, looking at all the minions running around?
The minions. I'm not too excited to like walk around New York City, but I want to be there at least once.
There
Dan
are
has lived there for a
so many
summer.
people.
Dan's lived there for a summer years ago before we got married, so he knows like. He's like, oh, it's my stomping ground.
I know how cray New York City is.
Yeah, so anyways, that was news. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. We probably won't have to go up there for the medical screening, which is nice because I'm like, dang, that's going to be like in a couple weeks or in a month.
Yeah.
So we can do that here, which will be good for the intended parents. Just don't have to cover travel and stuff. So we'll keep you guys updated on what's next.
It's happening soon.
Ooh. Oh, thank you, sis. We are out at the RV today, getting some reno done, trying to finish up paint prep on the travel trailer. Okay, Sissy, sounds good.
Save them.
Today we have our psych eval. It was supposed to be yesterday, but our psychologist had a little family emergency, so we rescheduled for today at 11:30. I'm really excited just to update her on our last journey because she was the same psychologist that we had, and yeah, just to update her on our new journey. So I'll let you know how it goes. We just finished our call with the psychologist, and it was with our same psychologist for our last journey, which Dan didn't realize it, but it went well. She's super sweet, excited for us to rematch, and just how well the rematching went. So Ashley and Leo have their call tomorrow, and we'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then we have a joint call
on the 30th
next week.
Yeah.
So then we're moving forward.
Progress. All right, guys, we just drove in from a 5-day van trip. I'll probably do a separate clip of that, or separate episode of that, but I started my period. I kind of knew I was going to because I've been bloated all week, and haven't been crabby. I haven't been crabby. No. I've been good. But I could just tell body-wise that, like, every time I feel a little self-conscious, I'm like, hopefully it's from my period. So yeah, I'm just real bloated. And so I'm going to email the clinic. They asked me to let them know when the first day of my period is, because I think we're going to do an ultrasound. I forget the name of it, what she said we need to do. But we're still kind of in the medical screening phase. So I'll let you know what I hear tomorrow. Today is my medical screening. So we actually started contracts a couple weeks ago. In the clinic, I was like, do I need my medical screening before contracts? They're like, no, go ahead and start your contracts. I'm like, pretty sure I'm supposed to have my medical screening first. But come to find out, New York just passed surrogacy to be legal in their state in February, and so they're still figuring out the kinks of things, figuring out the order. Because I've been through a journey before, I feel like I kind of know the order, but letting them take the reins on this. And so they said go ahead with contracts. So we've started contracts, and just now we're doing my medical screening. But I think all should be well. With the last journey, everything was, and so, you know, there could be something that came up, but we've been through this before. So Dan is actually at the RVs finishing up work, getting it ready for our clients this week. We are wrapping it up, and so I'm just here at the appointment. I think all should be well, and come along, I'll show you guys how it goes. Liquid fluid in me, so it's all over my puppy pad now. It's like all wet. It's running down my leg. Just got out of my appointment and it went really well. Always when they put the little cervix expander thing in me, I always like tense up and cringe for a minute, but then once it's done, it's fine. And so they inserted the little catheter, let some saline in there, looked around. She said everything looks great, lining looks great, follicles, no polyps, uterus looks great, and so good news. So we're gonna send the results off to the clinic and see what our next steps are.